Hello students, welcome back again. As you know that we are doing the chapter understanding quadrilaterals. So let's continue our exercise 3.4. In this we will be using various properties which you have been taught earlier before this exercise in the class regarding all the properties of various types of quadrilaterals like rectangle ki properties, square properties, trapezium, rhombus and all, and parallelogram. Let's question number 1. In this, it is saying state whether true or false. He's saying are all rectangles can be the squares? False, because all the rectangles are having opposite sides equal, not all sides equal. But if a rectangle is having all these sides equal, then it could be a square. So all rectangles cannot be square, but all squares can be rectangle. That's what I have written here, because all squares are rectangles, but all rectangles are not square. B part is saying all rhombuses are parallelograms. So what is the difference between rhombus and parallelogram? You should know the properties of both. In parallelogram opposite sides are equal, and in rhombus all sides are equal. So rhombus is a type of parallelogram we have studied. So all the rhombuses are parallelograms. Then he is asking all squares are rhombuses and rectangles also. जितने भी squares हैं क्या वो सभी rhombus हैं और क्या वो सभी squares rectangles हैं? Yes, because square is a special type of rectangle, and if square is a special type of rectangle, then all these squares are rectangle that we have discussed in A part as well. And also all these squares are rhombus, because what is the difference between square and rhombus? In both, the similarity is square and rhombus mein all the sides are equal, but in a rhombus it's not necessary that all the angles are 90 degree. So all these squares are having the properties of rhombus, but all rhombuses are not square. Then he is asking all squares are not parallelograms. This is false, because square is a type of parallelogram. So all these squares are already a type of parallelogram. So it's false. Because all squares are parallelograms, as opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are equal in all these squares. So all these squares are also up. Then in E part he is saying all kites are rhombus. In kite, what is the feature of a kite? That adjacent sides, two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. So all kites are rhombus. That is false, because in kites adjacent sides are equal, and in rhombus all the sides has to be of same length. Then all rhombuses are kites. Yes, because rhombus में सारी sides equal हैं, तो वो kite की properties को fulfill कर रहा है, that its adjacent sides are already equal. Then in G part he is saying all parallelograms are trapeziums. जितने भी parallelograms हैं वो सब trapezium हैं. Yes, because parallelogram में both pair of opposite sides are parallel, and for trapezium we need just one quality, that for trapezium we need just one quality, and that is one pair of opposite sides should be parallel. In the last part, it is saying all squares are trapeziums. So all these squares are having one pair of opposite sides parallel. So all squares are trapeziums. Can you tell me that all the trapeziums can be squares? No, because trapezium must be having one pair of opposite sides parallel, and that is also not sure कि वो equal है या नहीं है. That does not matter. So it is hardly any trapezium could be square. So I hope all these points are clear to you if you have understood the properties well. Continue to question number 2, which says identify all the quadrilaterals that have, first part is four sides of equal length. वो कौन सा quadrilateral है जिसकी चारों sides equal length की होती है ना? That is rhombus as well as square. Both are having four sides of equal length. Then in B part it said four right angles of equal length. It could be equal measurement. So square and rectangle have 4 right angles. It could not be length in the question, it would be angles. So 4 right angles are there only in a square and in rectangle. Both the figures have all the angles of 90 degree. Then question number 3 is saying, explain how a square is a quadrilateral. So what do you need to have any figure to be a quadrilateral? It must have 4 sides. So square is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. Then why a square is a parallelogram? Because its both pair of opposite sides are parallel. Square is a parallelogram because its opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are equal. I will give you an example as well. Like this is a parallelogram. Can it be a square? It may be or it may not be. But if we'll take a square, this is a square. In this square, he is asking कि एक square एक parallelogram क्यों है? Because इस square में parallelogram की features हैं कि opposite pair of opposite sides are equal and both pair of opposite sides are parallel as well. And square में all the angles are 90 degree, and what we need is to be a parallelogram, that opposite angles must be equal. So this angle is equals to its opposite because both are 90, and this angle is also equals to its opposite, that is also 90. So that is the reason a square is a parallelogram. Then third part he is saying a rhombus. Why a square is a rhombus? So a square is a rhombus because in a square all 4 sides are equal, and in a rhombus all 4 sides are of equal length, and diagonals also bisect each other, and that too at right angles. I have explained you this property. If this is a square or a rhombus, you have done many questions related to that also, that all the 4 sides of a square and rhombus both are equal, and diagonals bisect each other. Bisect each other mean that divide it into 2 equal parts, and that too at 90 degree. Like if I will name as A, I will name it as C here, A, C, B, D, and this is O. So AO would be equals to OC and BO would be equals to OD. This is in rectangle, square also, as well as in rhombus also. That is why square is a rhombus. And I'll mark the angles also which are making 90 degree. So all these diagonals, both the diagonals bisect each other at right angles, means all these angles formed with blue marked here are 90 degree each. I hope this is clear to you very well, that why a square is a quadrilateral, it's a parallelogram, and why it is a rhombus. So square is a quadrilateral as well as a parallelogram as well as a rhombus. And now he is saying that prove that it is a rectangle as well. So it's very simple, as we have studied also that a square is a special type of rectangle. So now, by now, after these 3 points, you can explain it as well. A square is a rectangle because each interior angle of the square is 90 degree. For being it, make it a rectangle, rectangle के लिए आपको सिर्फ यही तो features चाहिए कि ये एक स्क्वायर है, तो क्या इसमें रेक्टेंगल की फीचर्स फुलफिल कर रहा है वो? यस. वी नीड अपोजिट साइड्स टू बी इक्वल, तो यस, इट्स अपोजिट साइड्स आर इक्वल एंड ऑल द एंगल्स आर 90 डिग्री इन अ स्क्वायर एज वेल एज रेक्टेंगल. सो that is the reason all the rectangles are a square. I hope this is clear to you well. Move to question number 4. This is very simple. Name the quadrilateral whose diagonals bisect each other. Can you name? It's parallelogram, rhombus, square, and rectangle. In all these 4, the diagonals bisect each other. Means diagonals bisect each other means divided into equal parts, as we have done in the previous question. AO is equals to OC and BO is equals to OD. Then are perpendiculars bisector of each other. In फर्स्ट पार्ट में तो हमने ये करा कि जिसको इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं, बट नाउ विच क्वाड्रिलेटरल्स are having the diagonals which are perpendicular to each other. This also we have discussed in our previous question. These are rhombus and square, which I make with blue color, the right angles in between. So that is rhombus and square. I hope this is clear to you, or should I explain it to you once again? See, if I will be taking this is square or rhombus or whatever figure you can take it as, इसमें डायगनल्स बाइसेक्ट करेगा मींस इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करेगा, और सेकंड पार्ट में उसने पूछा डायगनल्स एक दूसरे पर परपेंडिकुलर हैं। तो यहाँ मैंने ऐसी शेप बनाई है, सपोज इफ योर डायगनल्स आर ऑफ if your diagonals are like this, so you can clearly say that these are perpendicular on each other. Though the diagonals of kite is also perpendicular to each other, but they are not perpendicular bisector because they are not bisecting each other, but 90 डिग्री का एंगल वो बनाते हैं। तो you are clear with this type of figure कि yes ये perpendicular bisector हैं। In this figure it is little tilted, but the angles are 90 डिग्री। और आपने पढ़ा है पहले perpendicular bisector क्या होता है? Perpendicular means जो 90 डिग्री एंगल बना रहा है, और बाइसेक्टर मींस जो उसको इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रहा है। तो रोम्बस एंड स्क्वायर के जो डायगोनल्स होते हैं वो परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर्स होते हैं। नाउ ही इज आस्किंग whose diagonals are equal. Now this is very simple, that is rectangle and square में diagonals एक दूसरे के equal होते हैं, not even in a parallelogram the diagonals are not equal. अभी आप उसका फॉर्मूला पढ़ोगे for finding its area, तो आप उसमें देखेंगे उसमें दोनों डायगोनल्स का अलग अलग यूज होता है। सो द क्वाड्रिलेटर जिसके डायगोनल्स इक्वल हैं दैट इज अ रेक्टेंगल स्क्वायर। Now question number 5 says explain why a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. You remember what is convex quadrilateral and you know what is a rectangle. So rectangle is a convex quadrilateral because both of its diagonals lie inside the rectangle, and all the angles also measure less than 180 degree. And the last question of this exercise as well as this chapter is ABC is a right angled triangle and O is the midpoint of side opposite to the right angle. Now look in the figure. He is saying ABC यहाँ पे एक right angled triangle है. I'll mark it differently for you to find it out easier. See, this is the right angle triangle ABC. And O is the midpoint of the sides opposite to the right angle. O जो है वो midpoint है जो right angle के opposite है. It means B is a right angle. और अगर B right angle है, O midpoint है A और OC का, it says that A और OC आपस में equal हो जाएंगे। अगर O midpoint है, that means AO और OC आपस में एक दूसरे के equal हैं। Then explain why O is equidistant from A, B and C. O जो है वो equidistant क्यों है? A, B और C से equal distance पर क्यों है? It means we have to prove that OA, OC and OB are equal. तभी तो वो होगा कि O जो है वो same distance, equidistant, equal distance पर है A से, B से और C से। तो A और C से तो हमने वैसे ही दिखा दिया कि क्योंकि O जो है वो मिड पॉइंट है AC का, तो दैट इज द रीजन। नाउ लेट्स डू दिस क्वेश्चन। AD एंड DC आर ड्रॉन, उसको हमने आगे कंटिन्यू करना है, सो दैट इस तरीके से हमने करा है दैट AD, दिस लाइन AD इज पैरेलल टू BC और AB जो है वो हमने पैरेलल बनाया है DC के। सो अपोजिट साइड्स ऑफ दिस parallelogram formed, quadrilateral formed is parallel, so it's a parallelogram now. अब AD और BC आपस में इक्वल हैं और AB और DC भी आपस में इक्वल हैं, क्योंकि जब हमने उनको पैरेललोग्राम बना दिया कि अपोजिट साइड्स if both pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are equal then it's a parallelogram. और अगर ये पैरेललोग्राम है तो उसकी अपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल होती हैं, तो इसलिए AD और BC इक्वल हो गया और AB और DC इक्वल हो गया. Now ABCD is a rectangle as opposite sides equal भी हैं और parallel भी हैं to each other, and all the interior angles are of 90 degree. Because in a parallelogram, if one angle is 90 degree, then all angles must be 90 degree. You can prove it also. मैं आपको शॉर्ट में बता भी देती हूँ. तो हमने ये प्रूव कर दिया कि ये फिगर एक रेक्टेंगल है. कैसे? अपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल हैं, पैरेलल हैं, अपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल हैं, पैरेलल हैं, तो इट्स अ rectangle. But for rectangle it has to be not only opposite sides equal, all angles must be 90 degree. Now see, हमने parallelogram तो सबसे पहले ही प्रूव कर दिया कि both pair of opposite sides are parallel. तो अगर एंगल B 90 डिग्री है तो उसके अपोजिट एंगल D भी 90 हो जाएगा, बिकॉज पैरेललोग्राम में अपोजिट एंगल्स आर इक्वल. नाउ A एंड B आर को-इंटीरियर एंगल्स एंड दैट इज सप्लीमेंट्री. तो एंगल A प्लस B इज 180 डिग्री, B 90 है तो A भी 90 हो जाएगा, बिकॉज 90 प्लस 90 इज 180. और A 90 है, then C is also 90 because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So A and C both are again 90 degrees. So all the angles of this parallelogram is 90 degree and both pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. So it's a rectangle. Now in a rectangle, we know that diagonals are of equal length and also bisect each other. Diagonals are of equal length and also bisect each other. So BO would be equals to OD and AO would be equals to OC. A और OC हमें दे रखा था, I know, because O already midpoint था, बट हमें BO को भी प्रूव करना था, तो A और OC इक्वल हो गए, BO और OD इक्वल हो गए. और O is equidistant from A, B and C, क्योंकि AO, OC, BO, OD भी आपस में इक्वल होते हैं. क्यों? Because diagonals are of equal length and also bisect each other. Now can you tell me, जब हमने इसको पैरेललोग्राम प्रूव कर दिया था, तो ये तो हम तब भी ले सकते थे कि डायगोनल्स बाइसेक्ट करते हैं, तो हम तब भी ले सकते थे A और OC इक्वल है एंड BO और OD इक्वल है. So why we have not taken it parallelogram? Why we have choose it to be a rectangle? I believe many of you got the answer. Because parallelogram में diagonals bisect जरूर करते हैं, बट डायगोनल्स आपस में इक्वल नहीं होते हैं. और हमें इसमें तीन को इक्वल दिखाना था, OA, BO एंड CO को. उसके लिए डायगोनल्स का इक्वल होना भी जरूरी था, इसलिए वी हैव चूज इट टू बी अ रेक्टेंगल. क्योंकि रेक्टेंगल में डायगोनल्स इक्वल भी होते हैं और डायगोनल्स बाइसेक्ट भी करते हैं. तो अगर इक्वल है तो AC और BD आपस में इक्वल भी होंगे, और इक्वल होने के बाद जब हमने उनका मिड पॉइंट निकाल लिया, तो वो चारों मिड पॉइंट से चार पार्ट्स बने, AO, BO, CO, DO, वो भी आपस में रेक्टेंगल में इक्वल होते हैं. तभी हम प्रूव कर सकते हैं कि O is equidistant from A, B and C, because we have proved that OA, OB and OC are all three equal. This cannot be proved if it would be a parallelogram. I hope this exercise is clear to you well. Now let's do it in the notebook, and if you have any kind of query, you can ask it in the class. But keep practicing many questions from the NCERT book, examples also, and extra books. Till then, you must take care of yourself, stay at home and stay safe. I hope there is no doubt in this chapter. Still, if you are having any doubts, just note it down at the back of a register or somewhere on a page, and you can ask it in the class. And do revise all the properties of quadrilateral, because all the properties of quadrilaterals are going to be used in further chapters. And you must be thorough with the basic properties of parallelogram, rhombus, square, rectangle, trapezium, kite. Whatever quadrilateral it is going to be used in your further chapters in this class as well as in your next classes. So I request you all to kindly go through all the properties once and keep it in your mind. Oh, and take care till then. Bye.